is ready. Ball's in, it's out the back, it's for the threes. Who's on it? Looks like we got a peak that came off now. Everybody's running over it. Nobody wants it in this nice thick mud except that man, Holt Hutcherson now on Symmetra. Checks out the pressure nicely. Big stick on by Carl Ballo, but on phase. He's got Hutcherson brothers all around him. Holt now. Ballo on Chase, he comes up to the 30-yard line, he bounces across the 30-yard line. This wet mud is something else, ladies and gentlemen. We might be seeing a little Aussie-style play passing over the 30 eventually. Houston Hutcherson now coming up the midfield, looking for his number one and goal scorer, Kevin Horton, to get down the field. Horton now checks out of pressure, being marked hard by Hamlin. Hamlin now getting his way to his goal scoring area. He's going to throw a cheeky swing on. No, he's not. He pulls back the underarm pass to Kevin Horton. Hutcherson now. Hutcherson now checks out the pressure nicely, looking for his number one. Does he throw in a big one? Yes, he does. Great connection there to Kevin Horton. Horton now to the goal. Do we do the Aussie underarm? Yes, we do. And no goal.
Looks like a goal to me.
Tennessee Valley ball. Here's your mark. Here's your play. Ball's into the racket of Holt Hutcherson. Hutcherson now. Great pass from Hamlin. Racket to racket. Connection through the 30-yard line. Being chased hard by Carl Ballo. Ballo now on Mayday on Chase. Houston Hutcherson. Thought about throwing in a cheeky swing. Holds it back nicely. Holt Hutcherson now. Checking down, creating space. He's going to get the shoulder. He's going to make sure he tries to get this bounce. Throws in a little bitty dummy on the ground. Intercepted there by Houston Hutcherson. Hutcherson now, big swing on. Not phased at all. Offloads to his number one, Kevin Horton. Horton now coming down the midfield, looking for a bounce. He snaps, he traps. He's got the check. Let's see if he's got the check on the three. Yes, he does. Left hand wheel on the pony. Underarm shot. No goal. Kevin Horton needing to figure things out in this chuck and now. Hamlin, ball and racket. Tennessee Valley. Murphy now. Here's your mark. Here's your play. Offloads to his number one and goal scorer, Holt Hutcherson. Hutcherson now. Does he open up the charger? No, he doesn't. Checks down nicely. Lone Star jerseys all around now. He's on Chase. He's about to get double, maybe triple team. Checks out. Offloads to his number three. Great work there by Holt Hutcherson. Hutcherson now creating space. He's got the underarm. No connection over the 30-yard line. He's got the check, but Houston Hutcherson there on the pickup. Hutcherson now, he throws a big one down, a big swing on. Looked like a cheeky one to me. Next one on, it looks like it's going to be...
Go, Carl!
Ballo now on Mayday. Big swing on, not phased. Yet again, a little backwards pass, racket to racket. Look at the racket skills there by the number two on Lone Star. Hutcherson now coming down the field. Let's see if we can get another try here for Kevin Horton. Horton now needing to figure some things out with his racket. Whistle on. And we're going to have some time off. Neutral line out now on the far side on Pete Ballo. Ballo calls them in. We got horses all over the place, players all over the place. Ball's in. It's plucked out the front, in and out of a Kevin Horton racket, I believe. These number ones are quick, snappy, and they like to get the ball in the racket if they can help it. Right. Ball's in. It's plucked out the front there again by Kevin Horton. Horton now looking to get a good bounce across the 30. He snaps, he traps, he checks out all the pressure nicely. Underarm shot and goal. Must have been the racket, mate. He fixed it. He got a new one. Didn't hang it in there that time. Lining up on the far side on Pete Ballo. Great work there by Kevin Horton, plucking it out the front. Getting the quick goal, that's what you got to do here in A grade. Ball's in, it's out the back for the threes. It's going to be Houston Hutcherson. No, it's a nice little pickup slung out the sidelines here by Hamlin. Had it in his racket. Looks like we got some peanut butter in the net of Hamlin there. It's going to be Kevin Horton's ball on the near side. Murphy with the mark. Here's your mark. Here's your play. We're going to offload to the... Oh, a little big deflection there by Barber. Nice pickup. Left-hand wheel. No. Lone Star on Chase. Great work there by Barber. Barber now on Cinco de Mayo. Coming down the field looking for an offload. Yes, he bursts out of pressure nicely. Throws it in. Almost an interception play there for Houston, but he gets out of it now. Holt now comes around the top of the D. Does he cock back the overarm? Cradle, big one over the top. Backhander, no, holds it back nicely. Holt on Symmetra, a little polo pony all the way from Texas, coming up, looking at the top of the D, playing against his brother. He throws in the sidearm, and that's a goal. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of mistakes in this chucka. A lot of ball going to ground. That's going to tell you how these field conditions are playing this afternoon. Waiting on Holtz in the lineup. Ball's in. It's at the twos. It's going to be a Carl Bello racket. He offloads. Yes, he does a big backhander just out of the reach for Hutcherson. Hutcherson now on chase. He's loping on the ball. Offside, slap, drag, twirly do, pickup. That's the ones we love to see. He must have been taking notes from that Chuckles Division last tournament. Big sick on there by Holt. Hutcherson. Whistle on. Must have been out of position, but I'm not quite sure. Umpire in the black and white is always right, unfortunately. Here's your mark. Here's your play. Kevin Horton, ball and racket. Big 10-yard throw over the tippity top. Yes, he gets a good bounce. He might have cracked the code, cracked the secret in this chuck on the 10-yard throws. Horton now coming around the top of the D. Does he throw in a quick one? No, he doesn't. Nice work there by Hamlin on defense on the handy-dandy Carroll basket. He can't quite get the jump up. He's got the cradle. No. He turns back. Left-hand wheel. He's got the number 3 right where he wants him. Cocks it back. Bang. That's another one. Not much time left in the chugga. About 3 seconds, I believe. Not much time for a quick snap. And chugga, coming out this chugga now. Kevin Horton snapping a bunch in the last chugga, looking good out the front. Kevin Horton.
Take control, Braxton. Take control, Houston. That's your chugga.
Right. Lining up, we got players ready, trying to get the horses straight. Balls in, it's plucked out the middle there by Barber. Does he offload? No, he doesn't. He's got absolutely no one on his racket side. He's holding it himself. Barber now, big swing on, checks out the pressure nicely. That little Cinco horse is super handy. Lone Star jerseys all around. He offloads now to his number 3. Great work there by Hamlin on being open. Hamlin to Hutcherson. Cradle, overarm shot. Bang. That's how it's done.
Jeremy, great catch. Hey, you get it? Run the open space.
That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Racket to goal. Makes it easy. Absolutely nothing travels faster than the ball on the Polocrosse field now on the far side. Ball's in. It's at the 2s. It's at the 3s. Who's on it? It looks like it's that man, Horton now. Collects the ball nicely. Does the offload? No. Cinco on chase. Barber now checks down, matching him stride for stride, turn for turn. Whistle on. Out of position swing. You got to be shoulder to shoulder, mate. You can't swing wherever you want. Didn't make contact, but you still can't do it. Here's your mark. Shoulder to hip correction. A commentator doesn't even know the rules. Now, Horton ball and racket. He's got the shoulder. He's got the underarm shot. Go.
Shelby's practice.
Righto. Black getting a talking to by the man in lead out the back there. Ball's in. It's a big one out the back. Whistle on. We're going to do a rethrow there. Too much in favor on the black side, I presume. Right. Ball's in. It's at the 3s now. It's at the back. It's going to be Houston Hutcherson. Yes. No. He digs it up, slings it out now. Ball runs over it. Barber's got ball and racket now. Big pass up to his number 3. Braxton Hamlin. Hamlin now on the chestnut pony coming down all the way from Tennessee. Big check out of pressure. Great work there by Hamlin. Horton goes flying by. Hamlin now. Barber. On the block now, Lone Star jerseys all around. This is his nightmare. He does not like this. Do we get a pass in? No. Hamlin now, ball and racket. Big swing on, not phased. Now, offloads to his number 1. It's on the ground. Who's to it next? It looks like it's going to be Housty, Hutcherson. Hutcherson now throws up a big bounce. He can't quite get a racket on it. This ground is something tricky. Let me tell you, he doesn't want it. Barber does. Barber now, does he throw the flick back play? A big swing on, a big one over the top on the off bracket side. Nice collection off the bounce there by Holt. Hutcherson read well. Hutcherson coming around the top of the D. He's got the pace on. He's got the overarm straight in the dirt, and that's a goal.
So you can bounce it. operates all the way up.
Get open and make a
All right, that was the equalizer, folks. 3-3. All square, all tied. Anybody's ball game now. Ball's in, it's at the 2s, it's at the 3s. Yet again, it's in the ruck. It's swiped up there by Carl Ballow. Offloads to his number 3, Hutcherson. Great stick work there. Number 3 just a tad bit out of position. A nice pass up. Oh, just out of reach there. Almost a slap in. But let me tell you, that ground's going to bog it up. Hamlin now on the chestnut pony. Offloads. Racket to racket. No. Leaves it back behind. A big swipe up. Nice collection there by Horton. Whistle on. Gonna have some time off now. Going to come off. Peter's going to mark it. Here's your mark. Hold Hutcherson now. Ball and racket. Here's your mark. Here's your plate. Big 10-yard throw. He collects nicely. Takes him on his racket side, but he's got the speed. He's got the jump. Houston Hutcherson now on chase. He checks and spins out of pressure nicely. Hold Hutcherson. Great work there by Braxton. Big swing on. Not sure why they passed. Possibly so they don't have to bounce across this muddy 30-yard line. Comes up. Pass over the 30. Connection. Yes. Hold Hutcherson. Right-hand wheel. You better watch out for Houston Hutcherson. He's got a big swing on. Yes, he does. He's got the ball and racket. Slings it up to his number 1. Great 3 work there by Houston Hutcherson. No connection. Yes. Whistle on. Possible crossing over the line of the ball, which you can't do. Looks like we're going to send it for the 3. Getting these bounces off the ground have been a challenge in these matches so far. Hold Hutcherson, ball at the 30. Here's your mark. Here's your play. Onside 10-yard throw now. Yes, he gets a bounce. Comes around the top of the decock, back the overarm, straight in the mud yet again. Bang, bang, there's another one. 4-3 to take the lead now. Tennessee Valley up by 1. Kevin Horton about to snap another one. I can feel it in my bones, and we're going to have a bit of time off. Right, ball's in. It's at the 3s. It's at the back. Who's going to be on it? It's going to be Hamlin. Hamlin tries to snipe at it. No. Nice pickup there by Ballow. Does he offload? No, he keeps it on Mayday. Ballow now getting marked hard by the number 1. Hold Hutcherson. He's coming down over the 30-yard line. Does he throw in an overarm? No. Big swing. Not phased at all. Carl Ballow with those long, lanky arms. Getting up out of the saddle. Not even phased. Ballow now. Left-hand wheel. Big one over the tippity top. Nice connection there over the 30-yard line. Kevin Horton. There's a shot. Bang, bang, bang. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. Playing a little bit of quarterback out of here. Carl Ballow with the precision up to the number 1. Kevin Horton with a fabulous snag on the ball. Risky play, but the reward was huge. That was the equalizer now. Ball's in, it's at the 1s, it's at the 2s. This, it was snapped out the front by Kevin Horton. Horton having an absolute cracker-jack of a game. Ballow now, offload to his number 1, a bullet of a pass, and we get it on the pickup. Kevin Horton controlling the 3 nicely. No, still in the midfield. Next one to it. Yes, sir, Bob, Carl Ballow, pass up, whistle on.
So what happens when you're tied? How do they...
This is the walkout.
This is the 3rd, 6th.
They'll play the whole thing.
Braxton's gone to the 2. Let's see if he can affect the game playing the black number 2. The score of this game's 4-0. Put your hands together. Ball is down. Kevin Horton comes up with it. Passes out of pressure. That was probably pretty smart. Throws it to Houston. Kevin's made a breakaway now. The 3 is gone out of position. Well done from the Lone Star side with the red, white, blue. Passing the ball around. That puts the red, white, blue side at Lone Star up. 5 goals place forward. Let's see what teams adapt better to these field conditions. Passing out of pressure would probably be a great idea. On the far side, comes down again to Kevin Horton. Passes out of pressure. Well done. Houston is in a better position to take the ball down the field. That's just what you want from a smart thinking team. Houston slows the game down. Kevin made a break, but no. Oh, it took some wood. Ball's been hit into the area now. Ball's been hit into the area. Who's going to come up with it? Jeremy Barber comes up with it. Might think about having a pass out to Braxton. Houston comes in there, disrupts everything. Holt calmly comes in. He likes that ball. Let's see if he can grab that bounce. Bounces it, traps it, fires it, levels the score. 5-all. These shirts played against each other last weekend in the 8th grade final. Tennessee versus Lonsar. Hold on, umpire. Time off, please.
Yeah, Tennessee Valley Polocrosse.
Oh, you've got a tack issue, buddy.
You looking for a spur?
Yeah, the other racket, whatever you had to call it. Oh, okay.
That's smart play right there from the Lone Star side. Put them up 6-5.
Okay.
They passed out of pressure and passed over the line. They don't need to risk a turnover with the bounce. Well done, Kevin Holt.
Thank you.
Paul Bello, who is deadly in that lineup at the number 2, comes up with it. Uh-oh, 2 people on. His players abandoned him, but he passed out of pressure right to Houston. Houston is in a great position to get that ball to Kevin. Kevin has it on the pass. Makes a bit of a break. Puts him away by 2 now. Bello, let's see if he can get another one in that lineup. He is deadly at the number 2. Deadly at the number 2. Ball comes in. Off to the Tennessee side. Braxton ran over it. Carl Bello comes up with it again. Passes out of pressure, and that is smart thinking right there. Gets Houston opened up too. A bit of a low pass into Kevin. Jeremy Barber's going to turn that ball over. Black needs that ball. Picks that ball up. Maybe pass out to Braxton. There he is. There's Braxton. He's
Stuff in the basketball.
Jeremy threw it to a teammate. Unfortunately, he was on the other side. We're all teammates in this division. Missed goal now. Good pressure from Jeremy Barber. Don't mess around with him. You want to come in. Be ready. Wait. We have time also. Oh, hit down. Hit down. They're calling it a good goal. That was a hit down on the shot. That's a good goal to Lone Star side. That puts them in front by 3 now. Put them home. Out the front, baby. Out the front. Ball comes in. Lone Star is all over that ball. Houston got it out the back. Maybe passed out of pressure. No, he doesn't have anybody on his racket side, so he doesn't have to pass. Puts the anchors on. Bounces.
Come left. Come in.
It's going to be announced.
Pass out of pressure from Jeremy to Braxton.
On the sideline, there's a brown
Okay.
line to the right of that red cone.
Doesn't get on the line. Good goal for the umpire. That's a turnover again. Braxton is wide open. Let's see if he can get the ball successfully to hold over the 30.
You know, the brown one.
Look at Jeremy come in and pick up a player. Kevin Horton's going to try to put some pressure on the ball. Braxton's going to turn away nicely. Now look at Holt's position. He's open on the right. Catches it. Well done. Has an angled shot. That brings him back within 2 goals.
Minute 20.
Can't be much time left in the chugga. Ball comes in. It's down. It's in the... It wasn't Houston's racket. Out of his racket. It's on the ground. Somebody's got to pick this ball up. Let's go.
Let's go, Carl. Control it, Carl. Control it.
Don't just chuck that ball away. Oh, he took some good wood from Braxton. But he's good enough to get it back. He throws it to an unopposed player, which is Houston. Houston says, yeah. Throws it into Kevin. Yeah. Look at the adjustment that this. Let's go, Kev. Pass that ball. Woo! seconds.
One more, line up, boys.
Let's go, Black.
Let's get a step, baby. Step us a front hole.
Very strong lower bodies. Get straight.
Comes in, square up the
Come on,
left.
he's dead.
This one's onto it again. Missed the big up. Carl missed it. Braxton has it. Wait for Holt to get up.